Tim has a question about comedy.
Yeah, I've been doing open mics lately. I'm just starting out, and I got
Oh,
heckled.
yeah?
I got heckled for the first time a couple days ago, and so I was wondering if you have any advice for how I should handle that, or if I should just give up.
I was thinking of growing a mustache, and I was wondering if you thought that would be a good idea.
You know, they asked me to do this. I said I'll take a shot at it, you know, but it's a difficult thing for me.
And if so, how should I groom it?
Okay.
It was like I was like in a pause between two jokes, and
I can only hope that in everything that she's taught me.
and he said, "Say something funny."
Somehow, she's somewhere watching me. I hope that I've made her proud of the man I've turned out to be. I've always been where I should have been in my life, but I was trying. And I look at my life and where it's turned out. I think about all of the moments of things she taught me about acts of kindness and how to treat people.
Say something funny.
That is me. It's me. Mama, it's me. I remember her talking to me about respecting women. And if you can ever grow up, do something on behalf of women, always honor them, son, because you'll need them until the day you leave.
Steve, I think your book is good, except it's a little one-sided. I feel like men should think like women. I mean, we do all the work, we take care of you. Why should we have to think like you all the time? We do all the work in the relationships.
See, right there. Why doesn't a man think like a lady? First of all, would you really want a guy who thought like you? I mean, really. Let's look at my wife. You know how many times my wife changed her mind today? Suppose I changed my mind as much as my wife did. Our home would be a complete mess. I remember her lessons about faith. She taught me to pray. She taught me about the weapon of prayer, how vital it is, how important it is. Whether you believe that or not, that don't really matter to me.
I mean, but what is an atheist? I don't really get into that. You know what? I've talked to people all the time. I'm an atheist. I just walk away. I don't know what to say to you. You know.
Well, an atheist is someone who doesn't quite believe that there is somebody out there, some God out there.
Well, then to me, you're an idiot.
Okay, well...
So I'm cool with that. I'm just probably not the right politically correct thing to say. But if you don't believe in God, I mean, really, you got to have an explanation for this. You just can't tell me this spun out of a gastrous ball.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, then we were evolved from monkeys. Why we still got monkeys? It's too much open here. I just believe that. And if you don't believe that, then I don't like talking to you.
So I sit here on a set that's mine and a TV show and everything else I got. It's because Eloise Vera Harvey taught me about the love of God and the respect of people.
Well, then to me, you're an idiot.
I love my mom.
Say something funny.
Booty, just booty right there. Just booty. And then if you're at the corporate party, pull them drawers out and put them on your head. You at the party, baby.
Maybe not
Well, that was interesting. Couldn't really fathom whether there's something cohesive about it, but apparently Steve Harvey finally got the opportunity to ask. And apparently that was made 2 years ago. I probably need this. Where is it? And also to check on this other channel that I've just begun putting stuff in, where any luck I might be able to put the streams on now to have that much more of a safety net. But in the meantime, after yet again I failed to be able to provide an explanation for myself as to why I have so many tabs open. I think it's time to look for this again so it can continue. This thing which I have not played through completely on this computer, so I hope there isn't some kind of massive glitch that causes progress to be impossible, because I have known that to be the case in some versions, but no real use thinking about it until or unless it actually happens. Also, this little opening scene, I guess, since I didn't capture it before. Oh, wait, all the logos and such. This one, though, I did see, so... So the last time I saved in this, I think I know why I named it Incoming, because if I recall, I should be... Yep, right here in front of Gimble's prosthetics, where... If the quest log could tell us, hey, we completed some quests, and apparently the last time we completed was the Thin Blood one. One moment, alright. And also the Tacian vampire thing. And we could continue the plot quests by going to the asylum and giving back the pendant we found at the hotel, but right now we're gonna do this instead, because... Right, we are looking for this bounty hunter McGee. And we trace him to a tattoo parlor where we got a call from this guy. Only if you have a straitjacket. Well, he didn't respond to that. Which of my personalities are you asking? What if we identify him as the Limb Lord? Note. two bosses are the same. I guess or not.
Hello! Welcome to Gimble's Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You're here for the modeling job? Good, good. You seem to have rather well-developed limbs, if you don't mind me saying so.
Well, who is the Limb Lord?
Oh, yes, forgive me. My name is Gimble. Stanley Gimble. But, oh dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan.
Alright. I have the limbs and you the lenses.
Aha! An eager participant. Very good.
Oh boy.
Just give me a few moments to get my equipment ready, and then come on in and we'll get started.
Well, we can look at the newspaper if we haven't yet for whatever reason. Or check out World War III, Hooker, Itch Frenzy, or Motor Horror Magazine. Oh boy. But I think we'll get right inside and notice the sudden shift in ambience. I should probably raise the volume a little because I thought it was a little quiet before. Oops. Mannequins, whole mannequins, prosthetic limbs, all crushed as dummies. Apparently those are very expensive. Amputees must wait up front. I see. It's a little cubicle we can't really get into. And this fridge with a blood pack inside. We'll gladly take that. Apparently this is where footage is taken. And this is an interesting facility, Dad. Under there. Also, do I need to do this, or... I'm trying to figure out how the hell I stop the freaking life bar from going transparent all the time, or just outright invisible like it is right now. Well, I can kinda see it sometimes, but... I hope I'll be able to see it for what's coming up. Because knowing the... boy. Knowing how close you are to death can be kind of important. Well, this seems to be the end of the line. There's a couple of doors there. And a door here which won't open.
Huh? Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man! This guy's a freaking nut job!
Gimble.
Who, Gimble? Yeah, Gimble. That guy's been taking pieces off me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man. Freaking crazy.
Well, at least he found McGee. Where's the key to the curious cage? Well, we don't really get an answer, but Gimble's coming. With an arm. I don't know if that's supposed to be an actual severed arm or not, but it definitely hurts. So let's use the same strategy as with the Cathayan. And then apparently do no damage. What the hell? Alright, I do like those jump attacks. They seem to be the best option. I don't think we can drink his blood. But thankfully he's not that much of a nuisance. And there we go.
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake.
Here's Johnny, I guess. That's a Johnny Carson joke, just got that.
Ha ha ha, that's funny. Cut it with the Carson jokes, will ya? In case you didn't notice, this ain't exactly the Tonight Show down here.
Kilpatrick the Keymaster sent me, well.
You did? Oh man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this.
Well, I could go back to working for him, I guess.
What? Oh no, man. No, not for me anymore. Look at my hand. Gimble took my trigger finger for a trophy. I'm all through with this business. I hate to leave Arthur in a lurch, but that's just the way it is.
Well, I guess that's how it works. And there he goes. We can't catch up to him, but we do get the severed arm as a trophy, and the weapon. Apparently, funny bone is giddy, yeah, I would have imagined. I don't think we can get to my key. No, I don't think it would really help either, based on what I'm seeing here. But at least that's that little business resolved. So let's quickly shuffle on out of here. And maybe go talk to Arthur again. Actually, before we do that, we are in the main street, so the place where we have our lodging should be close by. And I think at this point in the game we can get something else from there. Another little errand. Because if we do keep checking back here every so often, we should be getting new emails. 5 a favor, yes, here we go. LaCroix says a vial of werewolf blood has made its way into the local tabloid and they've sent it to the clinic in Santa Monica. So we need to go find some werewolf blood from the clinic and put it in the mailbox for a reward. And we've already broken into the clinic a bunch of times, so should be pretty easy business. And it's right on the way to the second street, so might as well do it right now. And I'm pretty sure that to get the blood we need to go upstairs here to the controlled substances place. Don't know if we could open that before. Oh, the guy comes back. I'm pretty sure this is where we check that store. No, I guess we need to do it again. Password for this, I don't remember. Dosage? Yeah, there we go. Unlock. And see you safe. The password should be money. Or not. Page? That's password. I'm pretty sure that password changes. Sometimes. It might be money or it might be page. And no. The door and the cabinet are unlocked, but we also need to disable the camera. Oh boy. It's this guy. Does he care that we're here? I don't even know. Is it camera 1? Oh yeah, there we go. No, I guess he doesn't care that we're here. So let's quickly open up this safe, and there it is. Get the werewolf blood. Still can't get into prescriptions though. Well, I guess I could use blood buff again, just so I can open the thing. Because I think we do want to get... Oh shit, just realized there's a camera here. And now this guy doesn't like us. Well, that's alright, we need some blood anyway. Oh god. And we became invisible. But hey, we also get his gun. And because this is a combat area, the game doesn't really care that we kill the guy. So we get no humanity loss from that, even though we would if we did it in any other floor. Alright, now. Why do we need to get into the prescription room if there is in fact a reason? Well, I could also open that with blood buff, I think. Let me see. Oh, we get a drug box. And a 3 prescription bottles. Failure to take as prescribed can result in 18 years of responsibility. Ortho-tricycline. I'm not really sure why we want that. Maybe to sell them? Maybe for a quest? I don't know. I'll hold on to them for now. But anyway, we got the werewolf blood, but we're not going to give it back to the mailbox just yet, because we might as well go talk to other people on the 2nd street first. To further advance things. Go to the bailbond's place here to tell the guy that the bounty hunter isn't coming back.
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime.
Hey there, what can I do you for?
Not come back to hunt bounties.
What? Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back?
Itchy finger is a crazy trophy, I guess.
Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good without his trigger finger. Well, hell, that really leaves me in hot water, boy. Gonna cost old Arthur real good.
Has fate left you a losing hand? Well,
I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrants. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he missed the court date. I can't get in touch with either of them. Want a job?
alright.
Well, it won't be much of a job since you ain't licensed and all, but until I can get me another bounty hunter, I need you to find out if this guy skipped town or what.
If he's still in town, well...
Yeah, no body attachment or nothing. Just find out if he's here or where he went. I'll pay you. Deal?
Well, I guess we need to get paid for what we already did first.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are.
2,101. Seems like an odd amount, but I guess.
Great, all right. The guy's name is Mike Durbin. Goes by the name Muddy. His girlfriend put up for his bond. She lives over there above Tripp's pawn shop. Her name is Marion Murrieta, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
Also, I forgot about this. But not anymore. So she lives right where we do, apparently. Even though we haven't seen anyone else in that building. I may need a bow that fires bullets. Or what dark footprints has he left in Sherwood's Merc.
Well, he was brought up on manslaughter charges years back, but he got acquitted. Since then, he's been in and out of this and that. Small-time stuff, mostly.
Didn't we already know why he wants that?
Most recently, he was brought in as part of a big case on stolen auto parts. It's this big chop shop thing that's going on in Santa Monica. Been in the paper.
It's alright.
Marianne Murrieta, in them crappy places above the pawn shop. Find out where the hell Muddy is, where is he going, whatever. But be careful, you're not licensed, and if anything bad goes down, I don't know you. You hear me?
Well, I suppose.
Alright, come back when you got some info. Thanks in advance.
We've already talked to him, so he'll wander until the words wiggle into my wigwam. Actually, hang on a minute. I saw that apparently in there's a Masquerade icon, so I kind of want to try something now. What happens if I do this? Alright.
If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to The Depth of Night. The only girl who was...
Will I still be able to talk to him after that?
Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something.
Well, not right now apparently, but...
If you're new to town or just
Well, I'm gonna chance it for now. I'm willing to believe that if I come back later, he'll be fine. But since that has been furthered, let's go back here and follow up on the hunting feud business. Ghost hunting, that is. Come on. Come on. Don't know why the elevator does that sometimes. Well, we're supposed to bring the pendant to Therese, but right now only this one's here.
How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier. Did you come up just to cheer lonely little me?
Also, one moment. I need my little reference here. Right. Well, let's be nice but not give her the pendant.
Really? Do I often pogo stick through your thoughts wearing nothing but a smile? Be honest. Or don't.
Oh boy.
What all swayed kittens do. On hands and knees you lap up the milk of me. And we purr, kitten, like dragonflies buzzing around frog bellies.
Right.
So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you?
Yeah, but we're not giving it to you.
I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
Well, apparently we can't be nice and not give it to her, but we're still not giving it to her.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
Well, cool story.
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you? Fine, you hold on to it. Since you were so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
Well, what would that be?
Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a Kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
Well, I guess we're doing it.
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
Free the worm after these slashings. Well, I don't think she's the one that you're supposed to talk to for that, but...
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long.
Well, alright.
Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Duckling.
Okay. Well, while Therese isn't here, we can check the computer. Email. I think it's 1 Baroness 3. Yep. A little bit of a significance in that. That's been continually hinted at, but... Apparently Vandal is very brown nosing. The construction is stopped because they say the place is haunted. Well, we were supposed to fix that, we thought we did. And Janet doesn't want to swim the Pacific and look for your pendant. He doesn't have the pendant though. But yeah, if we had given Janet the pendant, it would have been bad. Or at least bad for the purpose I'm aiming for. Which we will get to very shortly, but right now. We might as well go and take care of more stuff here in the main street. Which is not this way, but this way. Since this is where the gallery is, but we can also go and take care of some of the other stuff here in our apartment. And we should have a knife now, yes. And cutting weapons are actually the best melee weapons in this. Oh yeah, we have the money envelope from Malcolm. After we blackmailed him because of his love affair. Also, because of our high inspection, we can see this shiny spare key behind the plant, which we can use to open this apartment. Which, wouldn't you know, it is the one we're supposed to check for, Arthur.
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta head downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
Well, apparently he's downtown. But we can't just go tell Arthur, because we will also be heading downtown. Before too long, so we get to continue that wonderful quest. Oh yeah, we need to put the thing in there. And that should... See, I dropped it in the mailbox, didn't I? Well, I sure hope that works. Okay. And we check back later for the reward. And we also get a Masquerade redemption. It's pretty much the only way we can get that. Through a very small number of quests, which help us if we screw up and get a Masquerade violation. But having done that, we can try to get in the Gallery Noir here, but it's locked. And we could try to open the lock, but I'm not sure if... nope, it's max level difficulty, so we could head back to the... back to the alley there where the guy is, but apparently he doesn't like us already. Well, I could make a big deal out of this, but what if I just quietly slip away? And try to pretend that never happened. To the sewers, come on. Okay. I don't think anyone's aware of us right now, though. Oh wait, there's a guy. Well, better hide. It's actually pretty easy to hide from the police down here. And wait for just a moment until stuff stops. Yep. Localvis, wanted, action. And there we go. Well, fortunately the police give up very easily. And if we walk in front of him right now, he just doesn't care. Just hanging out in the sewers, just like any other normal day. Okay, let's see if that guy will talk to us again, or if he hates us forever. Really hope it's a father. He is. There he goes. I guess he also got in the move. Didn't realize he could move from that place under normal circumstances. Nope, never mind. He still hates us. What if we... Nah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Hang on. Can make him autosave any moment soon. 5551. You know what? Middle of this one. That's after leaving this place. So let's quickly redo the stuff that we did at the apartment, and then go back over there and not try to pick the door this time. Alright, just get the key and do this and leave.
Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta head downtown for a few days, maybe longer.
Get the money, give them the blood. Wait for the thing to go away, the notification thing, so I can make sure that worked and leave. There we go. Well, I could have saved that for later, but generally, if you play the game well, pretty much never gonna get a Masquerade, Redempt, or Violation unless you're aiming for that.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you're committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
Well, I thought there was also supposed to be a persuasive option, but I could use the blood. I'm pretty sure I want to conserve blood right now. Let's go for the daring one.
Well, Missy, that's just a natural response that people have to someone in my kind of position. The risk, the prestige, the authority. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
It's alright.
Yeah, you know, you'd be surprised how often I hear that in this line of work. It's a uniform, you know. Women just can't get over the uniform.
Chocolate stains are like medals of honor.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, if I continue to engage you in conversation, it's a violation of Code 613.
It's alright, I did not skip that there. Oh, I guess we're sucking his blood. I didn't even realize that's what that would lead to. And as per general procedure of that... Oh, he dropped the key. He just stands there after that. So now we can go in through the front door. And here we are. Here are the paintings. And here is the charity box. And even if we're told that that's not for actual charity, which we do get told that if we continue the conversation with Janet, it's always a humanity loss, but I think I have enough humanity. So we're supposed to cut up the paintings, but if we just do this willy-nilly, doesn't really work. But if we look at them, we'll see there is a sequence. Cain spurns Lilith, Cain cursed by God, Cain meets Lilith, Cain slays Abel. So if we go through mythology sequence, I suppose, it's Cain kills Abel, Cain cursed by God. Cain meets Lilith, and Cain spurns Lilith. Also, I'm glad I have the blood buff selected, because we're going to need it for this, I suspect. Don't know where the 5th stream is coming from, but we get a Blood Guardian. It comes out of the paintings, and he can do aggravated damage. That's kind of a problem. Since the yellow aggravated damage, it takes a lot longer to heal than regular damage. Unless you're drinking blood, which isn't always readily available. As I'm sure all of us have already divined. Come on, please. Damn it, we lost the blood buff. Oh boy. Gonna leave it again, I suspect. Because I don't know if I can keep this up for much longer without it. Also, this is kind of a... what you would call a wake-up call boss, I suppose. For a lot of people, but he does also go down easily enough. And there we are. Another day's job done. We could use some extra blood after that, though. We should have some extra experience. Oh boy, yes we do. Well, I would like some defense. Some... soak. Bashing soak. And lethal soak and aggravated soak, but I don't think I can get those through experience. I can only get that through equipment. So, you know what? I think I'll work towards getting myself up. First, improve strength. That's always a good thing. Also improve luck. I kind of want to improve my luck picking skill as well, but the blood buff itself can also help for that. Security, I think, is the one where we do it. Yeah. And I also want to increase subterfuge, which is seduction, because if I'm right, oh, did it accept itself? Yeah, it did. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was going to be the case. If you raise your seduction, you can get the help of the women at the bars in the various parts of the world. I don't know if 3, which I think is what I just raised mine to, is going to be enough for this one, but I trust that it is. Maybe not.
My boyfriend will be back any minute.
That's a shame. What about this one? Oh, here we go.
I don't know. I'm not usually into girls.
Yep, there's nothing dodgy about this at all. Oh boy, it's doing that thing where de-emptying of the bar isn't dynamic. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's one of those graphical things. Where I don't know why it does it, because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to, but I'll show you a high jump. It's time for the next part of this sequence. So let me get this visible, kind of, and head right on in to report on our...
What were you thinking?
The
museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Well...
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
Well, I don't know about this.
Jeanette claimed you did it for her, but let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Well, yeah, and we do have the pendant.
Excellent! I'll take that. However, there's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
And how do we do that?
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
Well, alright. It's more convoluted than my psyche.
I want to see my sister. Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
Oh yeah, hang on. Can we still look at this? Because no, we can't. Damn it. Forgot to look at the other application, which is business. Contacts, but all that is pretty much flavor text, so it doesn't really matter. No, I only have 2 experience right now, which is useless. So we can go right on literally across the street to the diner to effect this meeting. And there are these fine gentlemen over here. So let's go to the back to where the phone is and pretend to be surprised at that. Not really. And then go to work. Okay, we still have the knife. That's great. Well, the good thing about having to fight humans is that if we start getting hurt too much, we can just try to get blood from some of them. And get the job done in the process. And drop their weapons, or pick up their dropped weapons. One of which was a shotgun, I'm pretty sure. Not the rest of them are these shitty revolvers. And now the phone is ringing.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tongue business. She's crazy! Help!
Alright. And once again the phone keeps warping between her hand and the wall. Also how convenient that the cashier lady isn't here for this. Well, if you're talking about Dark Shadows, and this is also kind of an interesting family. And I've heard that Dark Shadows, the original TV show, was pretty good. I only saw like 1 episode of it though. And it did seem to have a pretty good atmosphere. Okay, now. Let me see if what I've been aiming for this whole time worked, because it's time for the resolution of this family feud. Oh my god.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now, I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Town, this is where we need to have high persuasion. From where this hateful quarrel?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Well, I think there's quite a clear division between our choices of alignment here.
Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up!
Well, let's keep saying the same thing.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery. Her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me? You've done nothing but keep me down. Blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life, and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
Well, I guess we're trying to work this out.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Well, it's not as clear as it was before with the blue text, but we can follow along the same line.
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
The past is a worn garment.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
Well, that's an interesting story, but...
Why? How will this time be any different?
To live in the same skin, you're crazier than I am. Actually, wait a moment. I can go for the tailoring option.
Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Destroy each other. Well, if we've come this far, let's try to distribute the balance a little.
More responsibility. So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Stand not in the way of the Dark One's plans. Well,
But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
Tron it and you both may unlive another day.
If she would stop treating me like a child, if she would start behaving like a rational adult.
Was there never a time when you looked each other in the eye?
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
Don't really wish to become an only child, well.
I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
Pretty sure R was misspelled there, or it was the wrong word at any rate, but give me the boomstick, Dark One.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Alright. Share the same sweet madness, I
Please
suppose.
give Santa Monica's regards to the prince. And keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
So it's not as obvious as in other cases like yours, but they're also Malkavian. And when I said that it's not expressed in the same way, well, you already saw what I meant. So that's it. We managed to call off the feud with Tongue, who's, wouldn't you know it, right across the street, and has been the whole time. And we're nearing the end of this part of the game, so let me see if there's anything else I want to take care of. Right now, no, not really. I'd say we're pretty much ready to proceed. Oh boy, get more experience. What else do I want? I guess I could start investing in the firearms. But what else? Lockpicking, 6, melee, stealth. Don't really want to invest in the brawl since it's only good for unarmed melee combat. Well, I'm pretty sure you can't actually max out all your stats because the only way to get experience is by completing quests, and there's a limited number of quests in the game, so... And they don't exceed the, or even reach the potential max number of stats, so... Gotta be selective with this. Okay, yes, I'll put some into that because I would like lockpicking and sneaking, but defense, I think I'm doing fine. I guess even more lockpicking. Because what's the alternative really? Don't think I'll need that right now. But I could also use seduction, which would be better for getting blood. But anyway, here's the guy we've been looking for.
The one and only. But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are.
You do.
News travels down the Kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
A sick house of worse with a said. Nasty dude.
I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
Tell me of the Sabbat.
The Sabbat. Jeez, you are green. It's like this. We're all monsters, like it or not. I'm not gonna say the Sabbat are the evil vampires, because none of us are the good guys here. But the Sabbat, they glorify their monstrous nature. They refuse to hide it, and go out of their way to show it. They're also brainless and reckless. They have a life expectancy of a vampire fruit fly.
Pretty sure the reckless human doesn't have a W in it, but alright. Part of the hapless humans.
As far as I can tell, the humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers.
Do they know the Dark Masters? I suppose they must.
Yeah, the Sabbat like everyone to know just who they're dealing with. So if you get in there and have to bust a few heads, don't feel bad. Think of it as upholding the Masquerade.
Alright.
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
Well, we're not gonna do that quite yet.
Alright, I guess. Come back when you're ready to go. But don't be too long, fledgling. This isn't really something we planned around your schedule.
Alright. Well, what I wanted to check is if we could look at this, but apparently we can't right now, but beyond that, I don't think there is anything else. What we can do here, right now, even though this is pretty much the end stage of the Santa Monica part of the game, so let's go. And here we are. Guess we came through the sewers, even though we can't go back. And we get to show off our mastery of stealth in this part, even though we have like really bad actual stealth. In the grand scheme of things. Well, let's equip the knife. I'm gonna want it for this next part, because we do have a dude conveniently facing away from us. To be able to sneak up to him and do this. And get the revolver he dropped. Oh boy, definitely never knew that, like, how many points of inspection? 3 that we have for some reason would go that far. But before we go on, let's do the same thing to this guy right here, so he doesn't get in the way. Not that he really would, since the rest of the guys are kind of far away. But here we are at the train yard, which leads to the warehouse. Confederate Atlantic. Oh boy. Labor text.
A new shipment came in, some pretty serious hardware.
Yeah, I heard. But what the fuck? We get that kind of shit in here all the time. What's so different about tonight?
I don't know.
Marcus is something. For some reason the sound clip always cuts out in that part. I don't think it's supposed to. Sabath. Well, I guess Sabath, though, as a subtitle thing, is accurate for this particular part. And there's no real way to sneak past these guys that I see, but... So let's just go to work. Well, whatever that is, we can't pick it up, it looks like, so... Let's quickly get back that smidge of health we lost. And carry on along. We could go in through the front entrance, but that's not really a stealthy way of doing it. No, we need to go this way for that. Hang on, we're supposed to try to pick that, I think. And we... oh yeah, I missed one of these, but found some extra ammo in these boxes, which I'm not really gonna use right now because our freaking firearm skill sucks right now. And so does the shitty revolver we have. So now let's be kind of stealthy. But once again though, in this part I don't think we can get past this dude who's gonna be up there. Because we need to go through that door. And he's looking right at it, but I guess I'm gonna try. Okay, never mind, we did. What was what? Hearing things, dude. Okay, let's see if we can be stealthy with this dude, though. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think we can. Oh, shit. Oh, that could have went better. I'll try to find out if I could do the unarmed stealth kill, but I guess not right now. Now the sewers aren't until that part, which everyone remembers for the wrong reasons, isn't until this Hollywood part of the game. Oh boy. Why not? Let's open it. Pretty sure all that's in here is extra ammo. For the 12 gauge tube feed. Or the crappy first tier or initial tier shotgun we have right now. There are much better weapons we can get late in the game, but I mean late in the game. But right now we just need to blow this place up. Oh hey, I forgot there was a guy here. And it's a good thing we're clearing the way, because, hello, I'm gonna have to go back this way later on. When we're making our escape, because it's going to proceed, as you would imagine, from just the fact we need to plant a bomb in the middle of this place and get out. Well, here's a central office. This is where we're trying to get to. Oh boy. I didn't need to blow up for that one. Pretty sure that guy's gonna notice us no matter what, unless he leaves. But I don't think he will. I think there's another guy who walks in. No. Ah, fuck it, let's just select 3 dudes. Not a problem. Oh, there he is. Never mind. Guess I was right. Come on. Okay, I guess the guys in that room didn't care. Or somehow didn't hear us, and this is where we put the bomb, but... First, let's get more shotgun bullets, and... try to figure out how we're going to escape. Oh boy. Because... well, let me make a quick save here in case anything happens. Because once we place the bomb, we have 3 minutes to escape, or we die instantly, so... I guess they saw me? I don't know. Well, no point in slowing down now. And so this guy comes in to surprise us. He is an actual vampire, he does aggravated damage, but we're not gonna bother with him right now. Don't think. Because I think the events that are about to transpire are gonna do a good enough job of that. Nope, I sure would like to move here. Also, we can't go through the same door that we used to enter into this room initially because it's mysteriously locked now, so what we do now instead is go through this passage. Alright, we fall between the trains, and now we're outside, but we're not quite in the clear yet. To get back into the far end of this. So it would be great if I could remember which way that was. There we go. And back where we began. Kill the first 2 dudes, and we didn't have the time, so that's pretty good, I think. Also the big wolf we saw before. Or at least it's implied to be.
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
Ah, werewolf. Or it wasn't me, it was my evil twin. What if we say our werewolf?
Not experienced much in the creatures of the night, are you? For future reference, you might keep in mind that werewolves aren't in the habit of introducing themselves.
No final death.
I hadn't planned on it.
Are you the big bad wolf?
I see my reputation, for once, does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se.
That's spelled wrong.
We've incidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
Well, you know, strangeness is relative. I guess I see dead people.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets.
On the beach, their blood was thinner than water. Guess we can go through this without noticing these things.
Thin bloods. They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred. Hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
And the Baron's sister is herself to mind one face.
Something to look forward to, eh?
I suppose.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air, like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one, and be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Yeah, I would imagine so. So yeah, that's Beckett, aka the wolf, because of the form he takes. And I understand he's part of the lore of the RPG, but I wouldn't be able to tell you how. But anyway, we're back here. I guess we completed our mission.
Nice work, Cupcake. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Well, do you know of Beckett?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
The dark voices told me he was near, I guess.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
They seek to pull questions from your bubbling dome.
Like what?
Clans, sects, what about people?
Sure.
The Jester Prince.
Chester. You call him LaCroix a Chester. You'd better watch that, Fletchling. Anyway, what am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
So I guess that's all he's gonna say about that.
Sure.
The Bruja, the Gangrel, all Beckett is Gangrel.
Well, they fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to.
So they're like vampire furries, alright, or other kin. Also the clans.
Sure.
The other clan being the Bruja. And the Malkavians. Well, what if I ask him about that?
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
Fun like the Dark Daughter of Janus, well.
That was just silly vampire politicking, Cupcake. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
Sounded like a devilish dogfight.
Of course it did. As if vampires and women both weren't insecure enough. Get them together in one Malkavian body, and look what happens.
Well, I think Nasty Dude is drawn to the Queen of Drama.
Yeah, no kidding. Now that the Gamarillas moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
But you do care. Pretty sure the phrase you say when you don't care about something is I couldn't care less, but it's a task beyond your nasty self.
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom.
It's okay.
Like what?
What about the sects?
Cupcake. It's war out there, after all. You should know all you can about the different sides.
Sure, yeah, all the major ones in this game are Anarchs, Camarilla, and the Sabbat. What about the Anarchs? They're pretty much the only ones we haven't met directly yet.
The Anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that?
The one with a number for a name.
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more Kindred go anarch every day because of him.
This is someone with my mind's eye.
Sure.
Or not.
You better get back downtown. Prince LaCroix's gonna want to hear all about this victory.
Because we've just been looping conversation then, but can I look at this now? No? Pretty sure you're supposed to be a computer somewhere here that you can look at, but I guess not now. But anyway, that's the Santa Monica business dealt with, I suppose. So now this taxi appears to take us where we need to go.
Where to?
With this completely inconspicuous taxi driver. And pretty much all the responses will lead to the same thing. And now we can go between Santa Monica and downtown Los Angeles. Which is kind of the big hub, I suppose. But before we can walk around, we get this cutscene.
Let's drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Ah, lick.
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla, fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us? This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with a Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines. Same thing that happens to a lot of anarchs, Malk. But you already know that somehow, don't you? Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
Yeah, I think I figured that. We'll let everyone in shouting distance know.
You do that. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I like stories.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
So I guess that was part of downtown, but it's kind of difficult to tell because once you do get to the actual hub, there's kind of a multitude of giant buildings all around, so... So it's a little bit different. Also, this is what the hookers look like in this part of town.
Hey, honey, looking for a date?
Well, we can still ask the price.
Ooh, I don't get to do women often. Especially ones as cute as you, sugar. Tell you what, how's 40 sound?
I think that's still too expensive. No, we're going to go to this place, the heist building. Don't know if it says the name of it anywhere out here, but it's called Adventure Tower. And this is where LaCroix is, the guy who fancies himself the boss, and we met at the beginning. And also this guy.
Snack cake? What are you doing here? I mean, I gotta admit, I'm a little flattered if you're stalking me, but anyhow, you see where your little security muffins ended up? Night shift lobby sergeant, huh? Hey, you stick with me, because I'm going straight to the top, baby.
I must also go to the top.
I'd love to buzz you up, but according to Building Security Protocol 916, I'm gonna have to verify you're supposed to be here before I can open the elevator. I hate to be a Louis Law, but I'm new here, and you don't get a second chance like this every day.
The name I seek is LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
I have no suckling youth. Well,
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
alright. Wise.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. Do you need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
I guess. What are you a chunk of?
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot! That was me.
Alright. But yeah, that guy's Chunk. He's another kind of recurring character we'll be seeing more of until the end. But right now we need to go to the... I'm pretty sure the tower has more than 10 floors. But okay. Up here with this very decadent European decorated room with the paintings. To meet up with this guy. There's also a dagger kind of plastered onto the table. Doesn't really move from there.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Boom.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
Bloody Mercury, Two Faces. Diner assassins, roof people, well, we told Mercurio we were gonna tell anyone about his failures, so might as well go with the general one.
Yes, I'm sure it was quite an experience. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
What shall I spy with my little eyes? Or I could tell him to dangle something. Well, I don't know. Let's be headstrong.
Don't be so hasty to inflate your own worth. You've succeeded once, very admirable. But in the grand scheme of it all, an infant stride of progress. If you're looking to make a name for yourself, listen very carefully. There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the Kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
And now we're gonna learn about the story arc. That's gonna be the main plot of the rest of the game. Hear them too, I mean continue.
The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
Why this one?
Should I repeat myself? I do believe I mentioned the fact that I bent the delicate laws that govern our society to allow you a chance to live. If that isn't enough, I can't give you another reason.
Alright. Tell me more, I guess.
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Uh-huh.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He wants me to find the last round, yeah. Well, Jack also told us that at the beginning of the game.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
Alright. I love humoring
Give
him
the
there.
Anarch community my regards.
Yep. So now we got even more errands to run. And we get to see what else there is in this downtown area. Also, hang on a minute. Right. So what are we doing? Oh yeah, the maps for this area are, I think, in these bus stops. Downtown LA. Well, it's, I'm pretty sure, the largest of the hub areas. And we can check out a few places. I don't remember where the apartments are, though. Pretty sure I want to go there now. To my right. Apparently to my right. And I don't remember if the bar where the others are also, or is also in that direction. There's a parking lot. Pretty sure it's supposed to be open. Because there's more stealth to be done there at some point, but... Well, let's see what we got here. We got a lot of dark, dangerous alleys where sometimes the characters start fighting among themselves. And yeah, this is the apartments. That's the nightclub confession, where there's also a kind of glitchy scene that I hope doesn't glitch, because it can be kind of a problem. In the more general sense, but... Well, let's check out the apartments. Pretty sure I haven't actually gotten to downtown with this particular version of things. Yeah, pretty sure there's supposed to be a guard down here to check that you don't go into this part of the room, but now there isn't. So we can go into the employees only place. And look at these doors. Pretty sure there's actually a way into the sewers behind one of these, which is how you get here without being noticed. But for now, well, we can check this computer. Email. Email. So what's the password for this? Password for this is... Hang on a moment. Don't think this is the first floor. Is it Peep? Oh, yeah, there we go. Hidden cameras online. So someone is apparently getting camera feed of the apartment. And the first one, it's someone from TV. Sean Milton is a slob. Georgia Welch. The password on their door is 9648. Oh boy. Apartment 1 is vacant. Paul Anderson. But then I caught him upstairs. Anna Glazer, the gold mine. Well, we could try to go to these apartments in normal way. Which is through the front entrance, but there is an alternative. In case of fire, use stairway. For exit, do not use the elevator. What stairway, though? I only saw a stairway going down to the basement, but... Okay, this door is locked. Can we pick it without getting upgraded? Because if not... Okay, yes we can. And that pretty much negates the problem of trying to pick the other doors. So we got these pretty much identical apartments, all lined up on top of the other. And also these giant air vents connecting all of them. Oh boy, and we got a photo here, which apparently is important. And we need the password for this. What is it? Ectoplasm. On to the LA. Fanboy McGee. Go to this one hotel I stayed at one time in Palm Springs. I saw it was haunted. On to the lay my ass. Oh boy, angry guy with strong opinions. Even if there were such a thing as ghosts and shit, which there ain't, there's no fucking way a goddamn werewolf could be hanging out in Griffith Park. Yeah, well, about that. It's not really as if we have real fucking wolves around here for it to hide out with. Oh wait, upcoming shows. Show 17. Only 17. Dilapidated hospital in the downtown area. Hey, that's where we are right now. And show 18. There's a cemetery in Hollywood. Well, we can't go to Hollywood yet, but we could check out the creepy hospital. Also, every other apartment I can get to by getting into the vents here. And slowly crawling through until we get to the stairs, which also communicate with the basement. And apparently none of these vents are locked. Well, I think some of them are, but...
Mr. Milton.
Mr. Milton.
I do hope you realize that we're still on for tonight. Meet me at the agreed upon location across from the bar by the underpass. Bring your associate, Mr. Durbin, as it is a two-man job that I am proposing. With any luck, the two of you are already on your way, and I shall see you.
Okay, pretty sure that's linked to one of the Santa Monica quests. Yep. Message from Mr. Durbin, Skyline Apartments 2A. So we have our next clue as to where to go. Near the underpass. Also, we just lifted a couple of car stereos. So let's see. Is there anything else to check out here? I don't think there is, no. Apart from the piles of clothing. And guitar and... Oh wait, what is this? Kendo for advanced students. Oh boy. So you can get books in this, which I think increase your skills if you have a certain level of... certain level of skill and research skill, but apparently we need a melee of 2, which we don't have. But, oh, we have a melee of 4. I think we're too advanced to use that item. Well, let's just continue on along. 3rd floor. Oh, shit. What game is this? This is this is the Stanley Parable. Don't you hear the voice of the narrator, who has a very conspicuous British accent and who is narrating everything? Stanley sat down. He typed safe. He did not know the password, so he checked it in this reference he had. He wasn't sure if he had just seen the right one, but he was about to find out. He was about to type, but he was taking his time, which annoyed me because I thought I could predict all of a human's actions perfectly, which apparently isn't the case, wouldn't you know it? Anyway, here's Jules. Yeah, it is. Unlock the safe. Apparently we just unlocked the safe. I guess it's behind a painting, I don't remember. It's gonna be in this part of the... I think it is. Just gotta find it. Because I honestly don't remember the details about this. Let's stand up there, is it? I'm gonna feel kinda dumb if it is. You can pick up the chair and throw it. No one will suspect anything. Is it in the closet? Oh, yes it is. Okay, found the safe. There's a fancy ring in the safe. Guess we'll be able to sell that for some profit. So that's this apartment taken care of. There's a fourth one which is apparently vacant and which is sealed up as well. So I guess we're not getting in there. Well, this one's unlocked though. Apparently there's something suspicious going on in this place based on the apartment notes. So let's have a look around. There's a fancy table, which we can also pick up and put down there. That's very durable glass. I thought there was supposed to be something suspicious here. Is it in the closet? Perhaps a skeleton? No. Well, that's kind of a disappointment. Probably shouldn't put that so close to the door, actually. Oh shit, what happened to it? Did it just disappear? Before my very eyes. Or did it somehow bounce back up there? No, it didn't. The table is now gone into the eternal ether. I am okay with this. I don't like glass tables. Actually, I think we're going to need to take the elevator to the next apartment, because I think it's like the one apartment that you can't check the fridge, that has locked vents. But of course I would leave that until the end. Actually, I'm not sure whether we're even supposed to get in there right now without a side quest development. So let's slowly go back to an open one. I hope this one's open and I can open it from this side. Oh, I can't. God damn it. Well, one of these had a number padlock that we're supposed to know. Hey, this one's open. Doesn't even have a lock. Okay, I think the one we want is 3, because 4 is closed. That's the one with the number lock. Yep. Boy. Welch residence. There we are. That door is now open. I don't know if forever, but what if we try going to the 4th landing? Well, the door's gonna be open. You need a magnetic card to get in there, of course. Well, let's go to the ground floor now. Since we've pretty much done all we can do here for the time being. So we have a lead on the Durbin case, but that's about it. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the door for the 6th floor, but it doesn't matter because I already know that. We need to go back there eventually anyway. Well, while I'm here, there's the Empire Arms Hotel, S. But we don't have any immediate business there. I need to go there for a couple of side quests, one of which leads from this place, but this is also kind of glitchy, so let me see. Let me see if this works and doesn't mess up the game. Because I really don't want that to be the case, because this is one of pretty much the potential infinite money source we can get. Oh hey, this person will willingly lend her blood to us. I guess now that we have more appearance, but we need to talk to the bar owner here, who has...
Everybody comes in here's got to have a shot. House rules. Inhibition's the first thing to go. 2 more of these and you'll be telling me your nastiest, dirtiest stories. I am your beef priestess, and it's time to confess.
That's an interesting appearance. What name do I shout in a crowd to summon you?
Venus was her name. Got anything you want to confess?
Nothing I cannot choke back. Several moons have passed since the madness crept in.
Sounds serious. I'm going to need details, so I know whether to pour a Hail Mary or a highway to hell.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to do that without getting into copyright issues, but... It was my own hands which launched buildings in Santa Monica. Sometimes when the dream creatures waves, I wave back.
Dream creature. Okay, someone's circulating the bad candy again, I see. But that's alright, no sense, no fear, right? Oh yeah, I've been waiting for someone like you to come in here. You see, I've got this situation that's gotten a little out of hand, and I need someone to inform some people that they won't be getting paid this month. Intrigued yet?
Well, let's be nice.
Well, the parking lot next to the Empire Hotel. Couple of guys, Russian accents, bit thick. I need you to tell them Venus doesn't have their money. That's it.
Okay. This task speaks to my will.
I expected you'd bite. Empire Hotel. Tell them I'm broke. You can run, right? Never mind. Just don't go starting any street fights, alright? These guys are connected. Anyhow, a lot of people have yet to confess to the beat priestess. Later, darling.
It will be as the wind. So let's go. Take care of business. And hope that the follow-up to that proceeds as it's supposed to. And that's convenient because the hotel is right here. And the Russians that she owes money to are right in the parking lot. And yeah, this cannot go wrong. Clearly this will proceed in an entirely straightforward fashion with no complications.
Fashion bitch send you.
A hail from Venus.
Money. Where is money?
No salmon for you tonight, Grizzly.
No money?
So hey, we can spend a few blood points to demontate. Let's do that.
Salmon.
Oh shit.
Eat salmon.
And now they're fighting each other. Okay, I had nothing to do with this. Kinda want to get those couple of... You know what, I just realized I can do that at the bar. Get the blood points back. I would drink this guy's blood, but he's kinda too close to the homeless. Well, there's also a back part here. Is there anyone there right now who's completely alone and defenseless? No, not right now. God damn it. Well, let's go report on the happenings. Or after I do this. Just wanted to see if your voice... No, if you voice was as angelic as you.
Really?
Really. And those options are all generic. Oh. And there we are. No problems here, okay.
What?
Your message was delivered. She didn't say anything. This could go wrong. This could potentially go wrong. I think this has gone wrong because I can't speak to her now. That's unfortunate. This is the one thing I didn't want to happen. Hang on. I'll just jump down there since that is an option we have. And try leaving and going back inside. Alright, second attempt. Oh wait, we can't speak to her anymore, can we? This is unfortunate. I think I'm going to go ahead and wind back time a little. Before I spoke to her. And assume that maybe there is something I can do to change that, but not right now. Thought there was just going to be an issue with the kind of bizarrely patched version I was playing before I reinstalled it completely, but I don't know. Well, let's pretend that didn't happen. And let's head in the opposite direction. La devastazione ambientale urbana. And shuffle right along, because in the other part of town, well, we can see this place with the glowing circle window. And the Tremere regent told us to go find him where the mystical sun was, so that's kind of our hint. Since this is the Tremere chantry. And it has an interesting structure here. Oh hey, didn't realize this door was open. Thaumaturgical creatures. Well, this even helped me out though, because this place has a bunch of stuff that's only useful if you're Tremere, which I am not. Here we go. Oh, no, it's just flavor text. Gargoyles during the medieval conflict with the Tzimisce clan Tremere delved further into secret blood magics. Gargoyles kind of hate the Tremere, yes. They may have wrongly come to view their service as slavery. Most escaped gargoyles live in isolation. And homunculi take many forms. We're going to encounter both of those things in Hollywood, but right now we need to talk to this guy with the blue skin.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Blood magic and betrayal.
Ah, a child of Malkav, no less. Do dark visions cloud your sight, young one? Shattered reflections of your clan father's mind?
The glass is cracked, but strangely clear.
There is truth in your words, neonate, more than you yet realize. Your madness allows you to glimpse the truth of this existence, to see through the shadowy veil into the world beyond.
And your head an iron crown and the jester dances before you, well.
Be cautious when speaking of these visions. Truth is rarely welcomed by those who cannot see it. There are many kindred who will be less, shall we say, accepting of it than I am.
Tell me your name, Wizard King.
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Chantry holds mystery for me. Well, pretty sure they're supposed to have another apostrophe at the beginning, or single quote, but...
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Regent is opaque and shadowy.
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
Can you reveal these mysteries, even though I'm not Tremere?
I'm sorry, Neonate. The secrets of the Tremere clan are hidden from all but those who share our blood. You would do best not to look into them any further.
This dark city of angels.
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in Kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
Memory is really a gift of the schizophrenic, well.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
A withered horse runs among us.
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Dirty blood is our doom, well.
Yes, indeed.
Guess that's not thin blood, though.
The local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Uncloud is Camarilla? Well, we could ask a few more questions before we look into that.
What is it you would like to know?
Uncloud is Camarilla.
The Camarilla. It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
It's one thing more.
Of course.
I guess I will probe the problem of this plague.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
And what of my reward?
I will ponder the nature of your payment while you are gone. Believe me, I will treat you fairly, Neonate, and your service to the Camarilla won't be forgotten.
I guess I shall do this deed.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
Alright. So we have... well, we technically have two sources that will ask us to look into that, but we've just been pointed in the direction of the other one. We just went right back to where we came from. Can't often remember how to exit this place. Right and left, I suppose. Yep. Pretty sure we're going to need a better weapon. Actually, pretty sure we're supposed to be able to get a better weapon. In this part. I think this is our earliest chance to get the best melee weapon in the game, but... But for the moment, let's go to this conspicuously small building, which is the last round. In the middle of all this. And this is where the Anarchs are. If we look for them. Pretty sure she's supposed to be upstairs and someone was supposed to be here in some versions, but...
So that chased you in here, Cammy?
Oh, the damsel of distress. Well, that is her name.
I'm Danger. Someone talking shit about me over in that ivory tower? Who said it, huh? I'll kick their ass.
Well, the only words spoken were in my head.
Lunatic. I give you a piece of my mind, seeing as how you're just another do-girl for the Camarilla. Shit. No amount of kid sense penetrates that white noise you mouths call a brain, does it?
Something is plaguing you. Well, you could say that.
What? Weird you say that, yeah. You might say something is plaguing me. A plague bearer, as a matter of fact.
This word is unfamiliar to me.
A plague bearer's a plant that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on men start spreading disease. And that gets sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
Can't you just shoot it out to carrier pigeon away?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
My body bloats with boredom, I guess.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
Well, alright.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pot. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
So that guy and the homeless have been dying. See you, damsel. Broken brains of these cities forgotten. Well, we can keep talking to her as well. I wonder something from your mind. The jester in the ivory tower.
Who the hell does he think he is, coming into town claiming Camarilla authority over the city? We kicked them out 60 years ago. It's like England coming back and telling the U.S. how they should do things. Fuck LaCroix.
Another question.
Yeah?
The parents of the Anarchs, well...
It's a sham. A pyramid scheme. Nothing but musty, withdrawn elders waging power struggles for no other reason than to keep their own ass alive for one more century. You think you have any real power in the camp? You're kidding yourself.
Shards of insight are all I gather.
You'd be better off without them. You'll see.
Something else.
Yeah?
The children of the Camarilla, well...
You're about passion, Hannah, and freedom. Things most Camarilla types just can't understand. I could go on and on, but Skelter says it takes too long getting off my soapbox. Ask him. Or even Jack.
No, go on.
I mean, geez, it just makes sense. Power should be redistributed amongst all of us, not just with you. Communism would actually work for Kindred, where it fails with humans. It's just common sense, you know?
Okay.
Yeah?
Jack in the Box said smiles incessantly.
Jack? Jack's Jack. Kind of a legend amongst anarchs. There's not an anarch in the world who wouldn't stand in rock star awe of Jack. Even the Camarilla doesn't mess with him.
Yes, his beard is hypnotic, well...
He's been around a long time. He used to be a pirate, so the rumor goes. Talk to Jack. He's never short on chat.
Do I wonder anything else? I guess not. Is that all we can say?
Yeah?
I suppose. Well. It's okay.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
The jester plays his little games, well...
Yes? What the hell did you say? You're not Kate, right? You're doublers. Crazy as hell and a princess bitch. Little pawn scene?
Greetings, Helter Skelter, well...
Now, Kate, they got it inside. That shit is creepy. Well, yeah, my name is Skelter. I do my part to make California a free state for the anarchs.
So why do you curse the Camarilla?
The Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. Masquerade. Sure, it makes sense. Like the 10 Commandments.
My head's a burning bush, 12's plague, and the calling of the velvet calf. That's all we do.
Yeah, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good, but you and me both know that shit don't always work. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn command?
Or words were truth like a well-fitted dress?
See, we weren't meant to live like that. I followed someone else's rules for 3 years in Vietnam, but it wasn't until after the enlisted I understood real action.
Okay, I guess that explains that. Entropy's children, well...
Anarchs, we are the only ticket to reliving in the afterlife.
Has freedom become so hard to friends or fiends such as we?
You gotta understand, Kindred. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel.
Of what curse?
That blood is a tangle of chains that's gonna leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence. The elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call. But the blood will, and it'll make you obey.
How do I break these ancient chains?
That shit stretches all the way back to Cain, man. Nothing you can do. Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream, and you gon' feel that shit. Like it or not.
Alright, do you speak of the Dark Father?
Cain, man. Father of all vampires. Killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternity feeding on the blood of his children. Some heavy shit, sister.
Do you believe in such a boogeyman? The son of Adam and Eve.
Keep your voice down. Is Cain real? I don't know. Not sure if one.
You would offer him a worm-free apple, but where do you go with these words?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
Well, I guess that ended that line of discussion.
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla lady. Other than that, I ain't got no problems. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
Hallelujah and holy rollers.
You know, speaking of the Masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
Come on, tell me the answer.
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately.